Hello, students, Standard 8. In Maths Data Handling chapter number 5. Today we are going to learn about the circle graph. Up to now we learn about the histograms, bar graphs, double bar graphs, in which we took the horizontal and vertical axis, and then we draw the graphs. But here it is a different type of graph, which is known as a circle graph. Now, from the name it is obvious that it is represented in a circle. So we can represent the numerical data in a circular form. Then it is known as a circle graph. Now for that we have to divide that circle in sectors. Sectors means some compartments. Now how do we make that sectors? The size of the sector, how will we decide? And that will be decided according to the given information, given activity. The size of each sector is proportional to the activity or information it represents. Means, if some of the information about particular thing is given, then if there is more numbers are relative to that property, that will have a more bigger sector. And if there is less activity or less information is there, then that sector will be of small size. How will we decide the size? That we will learn in a example. So this type of representation of data is known as circle graph, which is the relation between the whole and its parts. Because the whole thing is a full work, and if sub-parts are the parts of it, fractions. So the relationship, a circle graph shows the relationship between a whole and its parts. It is also known as a pie chart. The other name of the circle graph is a pie chart. Now, first of all, we learn how to understand a pie chart. Means if the pie chart is given, how can we understand it? That we will understand with the help of an example. And then we will learn how to draw a pie chart from the given information. But first we have to learn how to understand that pie chart given. Look here, in the example, a pie chart is given in which different sectors are there. We have to look at that circle graph, and then the questions will be given below. We have to answer that question using this pie chart. Look at the pie chart or the circle graph. Some sectors are shown here. Some have big parts, some have smaller parts, some have medium parts. Here it is the activity of a student is given. Then how many hours is that student spending during the whole day? like 8 hours for sleeping, 6 hours in the school, 3 hours for play, another 3 hours for other activities, the daily routines, and 4 hours for the homework. Now, this pie chart is showing this activity. Now, let's see which are the questions. First question is that find the fractions. Find the fractions of the circle for each activity. Means how many fractions of the whole circle is taken for each activity. So we can start with the sleeping, then we go for the school, for the homework, how many hours in play, and the others, etc. So now, the fraction for sleeping hours. How many hours he is taking in sleeping? 8 hours. And how many total hours are there in a day? Obviously 24 hours. So 8 hours divided by 24 hours. We know that 8 threes are. So the fraction for the sleeping hours is 1/3. For school, how will you find 6 hours? Divide by 24 hours. So the fraction for the school will be 1/4. Then for play, he is spending 3 hours. So 3 hours divided by 24 hours. 3 8s are. So the fraction is 1/8. For other activities, others, it is also same thing, because 3 hours. 3 hours upon 8 hours. Sorry, 24 hours. So 3 8s are, so also 1/8. And lastly, for homework, he is spending 4 hours. 4 upon 24 hours. And 4 6 are 24. So that is the 1/6 hour fraction. So here the important thing also to remember that when we find all the fractions, and you will try yourself that if you add all these fractions, you know how to add the fractions, you learn in the standard 7th, then your answer will be 1. But because 1 is the whole and these are all its parts. So if you add all parts of the one thing, answer will be 1. So when you will add this 1/3 plus 1/4 plus 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/6, your answer will be 1. Second question is, find the central angles corresponding to each fraction, each activities. Each activity. So now we know that when we draw a circle, then what is the total angle at the center? Obviously, it is the complete angle, which is 360 degree. It means that we have to divide that 360 degree according to the fractions of that whole part. So first we will write down that the total angle at the center of circle is equal to 360 degree. Now we have to make the parts of the 360 degree according to the activities. So now we will take one by one. Central angle. We will put the formula is like that: part whatever the part is there, and then we have to take that part of the 360, part of it multiply by 360 degree. So first we will take for slipping central angle. So for slipping we saw that part is 1/3. So 1 by 3 multiply by 360 degree. If we divide 360 by 3, we will get the angle 120 degree. 3 12, so 120. Then for next activity, that is the school. So for school, central angle is equal to, so what is the part here? Fraction is 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 multiply by 4 9s are, so 90 degree. So that for the school, that must be a 90 degree. You can see that it is almost a 90 degree here. Then play and other activity are the same. One by it we will write down together. For play and others, central angle will be 1 by 8 multiplied by 360 degree. So here 4 2 side 4 2 side, or rather we take bi by 2, 4 2 side 8, 180, 2 4 2 side 90, and 45 2 side. So that angle will be 45 degree. And lastly, for homework, central angle. So for homework, the part is 1 by 6 multiply by 366 6 are. So the last angle is the 60 degree. Like this we can find the central angles of each activity. We will do try this. Page number 78. Question 1 says 3 pie graphs are there, and it is giving some information about the class. For each circle we have to find the fraction of the circle. Here there are two parts, so we have to find the fractions of both the parts. Here 3 parts are there, here 2 parts are there, and according to the information we have to find the fractions. So here fraction for girls. So 50% are girls out of total 100, because 50 plus 50 is 100. So if you cancel it, you will get the fraction for the girls will be 1 upon 2. Similarly, fraction for boys also will be the same, because 50% are the boys also. So fractions for both girls and the boys is 1 upon 2. Now transportation. There are 3 different parts of the whole circle is given. Walk, bus or car, and cycle. Fraction for walk. 40% is the walk. So 40 upon 100. 2 to the 5 to the. So the fraction is 2 by 5. Similarly, fraction for bus or car also 2 by 5 same, because there 40% is there. And then last, on cycle, fraction for cycle, it is 20% out of the 100%. 2 5s are 10. So fraction for bicycle is 1 upon 5. Now here, love or hate mathematics, in which only percentage for hate is given, love is not given. So first we will find percentage for love. Percentage of love mathematics is equal to 100 minus 15. So 85%. So now fraction for love, 85 upon 100. Now you know that 17 5s are 85, 25 is 100. So the fraction is 17 upon 20. And fraction for hate, 15%, so 15 upon 100. 5 3s are 15, 5 20s are. So fraction for hate mathematics is 3 upon 20. So by this way you can read the given graph, circle graph or the pie chart, and according to that we can give the answer. In the next session we will learn about how to draw this pie chart. So here we are going to stop the video. It will be followed by the PDF file that you will do it in your notebook, maybe some homework also. And if any problem, write down in the comment section. Thank you very much.